Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Regina here. I wanted to do a grocery haul tonight, but I am just not feeling good. I've had a really severe headache all day. There's a really bad storm happening in the area, and I just think it's the barometric pressure. So I feel like tomorrow I'll be a lot better and be able to handle it better. I don't know if you can hear the wind out there, but it is really bad right now outside here in the Midwest where I live, actually in Iowa, where we live. So I just want to come on here and kind of chit chat, talk about family traditions, etc. So I am 59 years old. I grew up in the Midwest. I grew up in Southern Illinois, a town called Alton, Illinois, when I was a very young kid until I was about 11 years old, 12 years old. Then my father got a job here in Iowa, at a college here in Ankeny, Iowa. And so we all moved up here, and I just remember it being very cold all the time. But I was lucky because I had 4 siblings, 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and we kind of just all were very close, and all the transitions in our life and all the good stuff, all the bad stuff we did together. But Christmases in particular were really amazing. I know, like, my parents really went all out for us. They would take us to the ice capades during this time. We would maybe go see a Broadway show, a local Broadway show or something like that. My mother was the director of music here at our church here in Iowa, and she was a choir the music director, and so she coordinated all the choirs, the groups for the Catholic Church here. And so Christmas was like her time, and it was our time too as well, because we would go and go to Mass every Sunday and listen to all the great music that she and the liturgy that's in the Catholic Church. That's where the music goes with the readings and what's happening for that time. So that was fun, and she always did midnight Mass, always. So let me just go back in time. So when we were kids, she would get ready and do things, and she would make this amazing Christmas Eve, I guess potluck. We would always have Swedish meatballs in the pot, cheese dishes, cookies, cakes. I mean, it was just a whole spread of things. So we would we'd all just nibble on that, and then we would get ready to go to church at 11 o'clock at night. We always did that no matter what, even when we were kids. And so then we would go to church, and then the next day Santa would come. And so, that was a nice day too. And we would open our presents. And when we lived in Illinois, our cousins were there. So what we would do is we would open our presents and have a brunch. We'd have an egg casserole, probably some cinnamon rolls, orange juice for kids, and the parents had coffee. And it was just a really nice morning. And then we would drive from where we lived to our cousins, which was about an hour away, in this beautiful, beautiful town. It was in a bluff overlooking the Mississippi River. And we would come, and our cousins were about our similar ages. And so we would always have so much fun with them. We would gather together with them, and we would exchange presents with them, and they would, give us ours, and our grandparents would do the same. I remember my one grandmother, she would always make us apple pie and pot roast, and she made everything by hand. And she was an amazing cook, my grandma, Catherine. And I just really always was in awe of that. My mom, she didn't love to cook. She was from a generation where she was the first girl in her age group. She was 1950 when she was an adult, and she went to college, and she was one of the first girls to go to college. So, cooking was something that you did as a mother and a wife, and I think it was oh, well, I've gone beyond that. I have a degree. I don't want to cook anymore. I don't know. She just didn't like to cook, so she didn't very much. She did cook, but it was usually out of a box or processed or something. So when we go to my grandmother's, I was just always amazed at watching her make like homemade pies and that, like I said, the beef stew. She'd even make like the noodles that were in like beef stroganoff or like a chicken noodle soup. She would make those, and so I think that's where I got my love for cooking. So yeah, Christmas Day was amazing. There was always music to be had everywhere. When I was a young adult, I went to school at the University of Iowa, and then I graduated and went to Chicago and got a job there as an interior designer. And we had amazing parties. Like every weekend there was something to do at this place called the Merchandise Mart, which is where you buy and shop for fabrics, etc. And they would have something going on there every week. I had a lot of friends there in Chicago, and so we'd always go. Someone would always be having a Christmas party every weekend, and it was really, I felt very blessed, and I had just an amazing time always. I didn't get married till I was in my 30s. My first husband and I, actually at that time I moved from Chicago to New York, and I met my husband there. And unfortunately, we were only together like 3 years, but we never had kids. So Christmas was always with me and my family, or me and my family and my friends. Now I'm remarried again, and my husband and I get along great, but we are of different faiths. I'm Christian, he's Muslim, so he does not celebrate Christmas with me per se. And when my husband and I, he's Moroccan, we came back from Morocco in 2021. We came to this house in Iowa. My mom, she was here and doing well. She was alive. But unfortunately, in April of 2023, she did pass away. And the first 2 Christmases were great. We put up the tree, we went to church, we did things we used to, her and I. So Christmas was really about her and I, and we watch Hallmark movies, every single Hallmark movie, every single, day of the week. When I moved back here, I didn't have as many friends as I had when I was in Chicago. So it was just mostly me and her. And unfortunately, she passed away. Last year was virtually impossible for me to celebrate Christmas. It was too many memories, too many things that made me sad. This year I'm a lot better. I still really miss my mother so much. And when I hear like Oh Holy Night or anything to do with the birth of Jesus, she would sing about that and praise God. I get teary-eyed and remember her. But I'm in a better place now with it. I'm more accepting of it, and just am so thankful that I had a mother like her, and that I have brothers and sisters that I see. They live in the area here. My one sister does. We're very close, and I do see her. I just saw her at Thanksgiving, and I will see her sometime during the holiday season with my nieces and nephews. So, I still have family here. It's just. I think Christmas is different when you don't have your own kids. I wish I had kids to celebrate with. I wanted kids. It never happened for me. So, family traditions, we had a lot of brunches, had a lot of movie nights, as kids, watching The Grinch and, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And my dad would always take us out and see all the Christmas lights in our town. That was a night out. Sometimes we would go, I think as kids, we had a park here. We'd go ice skating. I mean, it was just amazing, wonderful memories. And so this time of the year is my favorite. I still love it. I'm going to try to create my own Christmas memories. My husband will celebrate Christmas Day with me, but he doesn't like the whole materialism of it. So my Christmas is spent mostly, like I said, with my sisters and my brothers. So anyway, it was great talking with you guys. Thanks for letting me, kind of just talk about anything today. Well, I'm talking about family traditions, but I will come back with a grocery haul tomorrow, and then I do need to meal prep. I'm virtually out of food, so I'm going to meal prep the following day and share that with you guys. And then I'm going to put up my Christmas lights. I have a bunch of fun videos I'm excited to do as well. I'm going to be making some eggnog that's like keto friendly, as well as a hot chocolate that's sugar free, and some almond cookies, some that are low in sugar and low in fat and low in carbohydrates. And yeah, and then maybe some just regular treats mixed in. I'm not sure yet. As the month develops, I'll let you know. But I want to thank all my subscribers who've supported me in this journey. I'm still on the weight loss journey. I'm struggling today because I don't have a lot of food around me, and I really seriously want to order out. I think I'm going to make a salad when I'm done with this. And yeah, well, happy holidays. Let me know in the comments what you guys do or what you have done in the past for your family traditions. I always love to hear those. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And thank you, and God bless.